And there he is, guys. The so-called third assassination attempter on Donald Trump's life. In fact, the evidence proves that he is a Trump supporter. He is a Republican, even though he is somebody who claims to be a sovereign citizen, so he's a little, I'm going to be nice about this, a little unhinged when it comes to the law. But he believes in a lot of the things that Trump is pushing. He has been to Trump rallies without incident, and he's always packing. He has, in fact, claimed that he got a special entry pass from none other than a Republican Party associate. What did the sheriff say when he was questioned by a reporter who calls his claim BS because he is a Republican, he is a Trump supporter, and he did have a special entry pass, VIP pass, which the sheriff claimed was fake? When confronted in a speech about, he says that he had a special entry pass from a Republican Party associate. What did the sheriff say? Now keep in mind, this is the same sheriff who claimed his special entry pass was fake. He has confessed that he doesn't care whether or not it's true. He doesn't care what this guy said about his special entry pass. Did the sheriff verify whether or not the Republican associate gave it to him? No, he did not. In my opinion, the sheriff has proven himself to be a liar. They targeted this man because he is somebody who thinks that he doesn't have to comply with the law. Apparently, if he's a sovereign citizen, that's pretty much what they preach. So, did he have passports and an unregistered vehicle? Yeah. When you watch videos of somebody getting pulled over for violating a traffic law, they won't even comply with giving them their ID, claim they don't have to. But you want to talk about identification and rallies. How many people come here illegally, and I'm talking don't avoid the ports of entry, and they go to left rallies without incident? They don't even have to have IDs. So they're going to complain because this guy had multiple IDs? Then let's talk about what's happening in Chicago, where they have gang wars. You have, I think it was CNN who did a recent interview with various black gang groups and former gang bangers or whatever. They're talking about what's happening in Chicago. Then they're lining up at night. They're flagging buildings. They're showing the flag, which means they will stand in front of an apartment building at night. They have no IDs. They're not here legally. They're gangs, and they're holding weapons, rifles, machine guns, and they're taking over properties. You have interviews with Venezuelan immigrants who have wearing a hoodie and won't even show their face on camera because they're afraid that their Venezuelan families will be murdered in their country if they dare tell on these gangs. So this is what they're focusing on. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that what way can we get the rascally Republicans to agree that it's criminal to have guns in your car? Oh, I know. Let's paint a guy as shady and accuse him when no feds or state officials will say there's any sufficient evidence to prove that. Why do you think he's not got charges against him for trying to assassinate Trump? Yeah, because there's no evidence to prove that. Did he violate some law? Yeah, he had multiple passports and an unregistered vehicle. And he had a special entry pass that the sheriff said was fake, but then when confronted with the fact that a Republican Party associate gave it to him, according to him, he confessed that he did not verify that. He did not say, and I contacted that associate that he claimed gave it to him, and, he lied. That was never a part of the equation of his story. And so this sheriff is, don't forget, they're trying to show that a man who's pictured with a man who just endorsed Trump is one who's trying to kill him. Oh, he's so dangerous. Oh my gosh, how many times we heard in the left media, he's so dangerous, Trump's so dangerous, Trump's so dangerous, Trump's so dangerous, Trump's so dangerous. Even the right-wingers are trying to kill him. Even the right-wingers are trying to kill him. Even the right-wing, that's what they're trying to present. Oh, and by the way, he has guns in his car. He has guns in his car. In my state, in my community, if you pull over 10 cars, I guarantee you, 8 of them will be packing and proudly show you their gun. Right? That's America. But I'm just saying, I don't agree with sovereign citizens' ideology at all. But just because you've got Democrats who are supporting Trump, you have former Democrats who are so sick and tired of their resources, they're now being replaced with the millions of people that are here illegally because there's a cap. There's hundreds of thousands of refugees allowed to come in our country every year. Now you've got gang rivalries going on in major cities, and they're going on major, media interviews and documentaries, and they're saying, listen to us. We're telling you now, we're warning you. There's going to be wars in these cities because they have flagged these areas. They're setting up shop. Okay? How many people are at the left rallies? Who are criminal, who are packing, who are not even here legally, don't even have IDs. Huh? That's what I want to know. So this guy, I was a little irritated that they weren't even sharing his story. Like, they were trying to say his side of the story. So that was obvious bias. But then I see the sheriff say, I don't even care what he's saying about his special pass. I'm like, yeah, excuse me? You're the one that went on national global media and reported that this guy had a fake special VIP pass. You claim that. This guy has proof that he has proof. It's on his Facebook of the various events that he has been to. He is now proven to actually be a Trump supporter and does regularly go to Trump rallies without incident. Until some person decided, because he was a sovereign citizen and had some kind of probably sticker or something on his vehicle that, and he was dumb not having a registered vehicle, which, you know how many people driving around with tags that are not legal, where they don't want to pay the registration fee, maybe they poor, they can't afford it or whatever. There's a lot of people driving around with illegal tags. Just go to your county and look in the court records of how many people are charged with illegal tags or expired registration or no registration. Come on now. Does that make them a Trump or a president assassinator? No. Oh, he has unregistered tags, and he's one of these sovereign people, and he has multiple passports, and he has guns. And so maybe some people that sounds like somebody who's legitimately, if he hasn't actually been to Trump rallies, if he didn't actually have a special VIP pass given to him from a Republican candidate, then yeah, maybe he would look sus to me. But he has proof. He regularly goes to these Republican. He's a proud Republican, sovereign citizen nonetheless. But I'm just like, okay, here's the fact. Our country is divided. Literally. I don't care what anybody says. The last election was a close margin in votes. And literally, our country is divided down the middle. So, but what they do is they present only the crazy support Trump. All the time they do this. So anytime they get to take a jab at the Republican, another right winger attacking Trump. What is Trump going to do now? This guy's pictured with Kennedy. What is Kennedy going to do? Now that this is out, what is Kennedy going to do when he's pictured with this guy who they're now trying to attack? Oh, he had guns in his car. That's what they're doing. That's what they're after. It's the whole guns thing. Hey, says the left, how do we get them rascally Republicans? Daggone Republicans. We just got to make guns illegal in our country. So how do we go after the guns and cars? 'Cause that's a problem, right? Oh, I know. We'll paint somebody shady who will act like he's targeting somebody they like who's Republican, and then we'll throw in he has guns in his car. And then everybody including Republicans, will hate guns and cars. It'll just like be out there in the minds. And then we can start with the statutes about how it's illegal to have guns and cars. We'll start with a few states and we'll pass it. It's just like how they have made it illegal for people to carry guns on their person in so many places. Well, if you go to a movie theater, you might get murdered by somebody going in there shooting up a movie theater because you can't have guns in there. Or if you go to a school and pick up your kid, you might get shot because somebody goes into school zones. They always target the gun zones. You know what I'm saying? It's always the non-gun zones where the shootings happen, right? So we're taking guns, stripping off of people in various places. We're going to keep on working on that. Just more and more places we're going to take gun rights from. And then, now, in some places, they're attacking your right to have guns in your home and use them as self-defense when your house is being broken into, even at night. Oh, yeah. There's some places like Florida where the sheriff is like, well, I'll just shoot them up until they're like, grated cheese if they try to break in your home. But then there's some places it's like they're literally being charged for really. There's places where they're literally charging people for defending their life when somebody breaks in their home. Why should anybody have to face murder charges when they defended their life when somebody's breaking in their home? That's insanity, but that's what's happening in our country. Now it's, okay, we've worked on the getting them off being able to carry it on their person. Now we're working on, you can't even defend yourself in your own home. So now we're going to start with the cars. And we're going to start it with the Republicans. That's where it's got to start. So all you Republicans out there, okay, yeah, maybe he's a sovereign citizen and he had some shady stuff going on. He doesn't comply with the law. He doesn't, fake passports or whatever. But the fact that this sheriff said he had a fake entry pass, and then he told a reporter, I heard it with my own ears, that he doesn't care about whether or not he claims that a Republican Party associate gave him that pass. He doesn't care, he said. And I'm like, well, you should care, because you specifically said his pass was fake. So I think that sheriff needs to be fired. I think people need to stop looking at him like he's some kind of hero. And for those who think, well, he's just doing his job, I'm like, well, it was appropriate to arrest the guy if he had a non-registered attack. And for anybody that's sovereign out there, I don't care if that makes you mad. Dude, you have to be registered. If you get in a car wreck, how is the insurance going to pay for that person's injuries? Oh, yeah, they can't because you're not registered. But whatever. I don't believe in the sovereign citizen ideology. But does that make this person a president assassinator? Because he has guns and he has this sovereign citizen ideology? No, it doesn't. And I do have a big problem with this sheriff just outright saying that he was there to assassinate the president. Because he's a sovereign citizen, he has some things that appear to be illegal. You didn't give the information that he has in fact attended Trump rallies. He's photographed with various Republicans, and you did not even bother to verify who he got his special pass with. But you lied to the world and falsely accused him of having a special VIP pass that was fake without even verifying it. Maybe it is fake, but you didn't even verify it. That's my issue. That sheriff is just another one of these left tools who are trying to claim that yet another right-winger, even the right-wingers hate Trump. Even the right-wingers hate Trump. It's the right-wingers trying to kill Trump. It's the right-wingers trying to kill Trump. That's their message, guys. We have people coming across our border who are on terrorist watch lists, who are literally, according to media interviews with the black people of Chicago, have spoke out, various groups of them, saying that basically they're being replaced as voters by Kamala Harris, bringing these people in who are taking over violently. Okay? So don't play the race card, because everyone in that interview was black talking to those reporters. Okay? And so you want to talk about identification violations. These people don't even have identities. And they don't comply with the law either. They're worse than sovereign citizens. They don't think they have to comply with the laws. They just sneak in our country. And then they show up with guns at apartment complexes and terrorize immigrants or anybody else living there. Yeah. People, sheriff, yo, you know. But anyways, I'm going to wait for the discovery in this case. I want verification of the person who gave him that special entry pass. What I do think out of this situation should come is regulations on who and how you can give VIB passes, because the Secret Service has their job to do, and that is to make it very protected on who gets close entry. Okay, he had special entry passes, and he claimed he got it from a Republican Party associate, and the sheriff did not verify whether that was true. He just called it fake. So I do think that we do need legislation on how any person from any party gives out those special passes, right? I think that there should be laws on that. And yeah, so anyways, guys, guns and cars. Republican now say that's evil. Come on, guys. Please don't be people's sheeple.